Hello everyone. Today we would be discussing about how to keep your space cool in summers. We have divided this topic into three major parts of these videos. Three chapters. First chapter we would be discussing about the Indian conditions and what are the major receptors of a building that gains heat, as well as what makes a place uncomfortable to live in summers, right? So starting with the first chapter, today we will be discussing about how to keep your home, your dream home, cool in summers. While the pre-monsoon activities may be gaining momentum across India, but the heat is still being felt in most of the parts. The temperature in most of the cities of India crosses 42 degrees Celsius in first half of the April, and the Indian summers is only starting to take its toll. So how do you keep your space cool, or how you can make your home more comfortable in Indian summers, right? There are numerous options to choose from, but your focus must stay on the most effective ones. One such options of making basic changes inside and outside of your building or your house. Redoing parts of your house can be really effective in dealing with the Indian summers or summers in general. Let's take a look of such few steps. First, let's understand how our buildings gets heated during summers. It's all basic science that we have learned in our schools. There are two major components of a building that are the heat receptors. Number one is the wall and second is the roof. Now let's discuss about the wall. Depending upon the face of the wall, to which side the wall is facing, may it be north, east, west or south. Like the south receiving the most heat from the sun, and the north the very least or the least part where direct sun impacts the building temperature. Now this wall which is facing the south or the north or the east, the heat gets transferred, which occurs through direct heating. The internal air in the room gets heated through the absorption as well as the radiation. If this air gets stagnated inside the room, it gets unpleasant and hot, and it's really not comfortable to live within. Second part is the roof, which is the direct receptor of heat. Now the heat that is received on the roof directly gets heated up depending upon the material. I'm assuming here that most of the houses are in concrete nowadays. Now the roof takes the heat and radiates it to the lower floors. The air in the lower floor gets heated up, and the heat gets transferred to the slab below. This process continues till the heat hits the ground, and the ground, which is an insulator. This is why the top floor feels so much hotter than the ground floor, because during the process of transfer a lot of heat is lost. Other than this, a building can also feel uneasy and hot due to some of the following reasons. Number one is heating and cooling device. Wrong positions of refrigerators or ACs or devices that makes heat can lead to heating of the building. Number two is the closed windows or the lack of cross ventilation. Cross ventilation allows the stagnant hot air to be replenished and keeps the fresh air circulated throughout the building. Number third is the presence of the dark colors. Dark colored walls or sheets or furniture inside the house can further lead to the absorption of heat. Next is the clutter. Too many heavy furniture kept close to each other can create hot air pockets. Any kind of clutter in the house traps the hot air and it becomes stagnant. The hot or the long summers of India are quite unforgiving, and you can't survive the hot and humid months without the blessed air conditioners. But This option is neither budget friendly nor environment friendly. Plus, it's not healthy to breathe the dry and the recycled air pushed in, right? So, is there any alternative? Do you wonder so? So, continuing with this, in the next chapter, I'll let you know about how you can keep your summers or your space cool in summers. Don't forget to watch the next video.